Chamber's pretty fun. Doesn't this look fun? Okay, so as much fun as this might look, Chamber's accuracy with his revolver is just a visual bug and is getting patched pretty soon. Bugs and all aside though, I've been able to play Chamber myself as I was lucky enough to have access to the PvE, and I'll be honest with you guys, this man is a ton of fun. He's labeled as a Sentinel, but like, nobody really thinks he is. He's sort of like a mix between Sage and Yoru, and I'll explain later. Like Sage with her slows, but also the dueling potential of Yoru. When he comes out, I can definitely see him being played, especially by people who don't really know how to play Cypher or Killjoy. And that's kind of scary honestly, but we'll talk about that later. But in this video, we're going over Riot's newest agent, Chamber, his abilities, and why you should be excited to play him in your ranked games. Firstly, Chambers are a Sentinel, right? So let's talk about why. One, he has these great value alarm bots called trademarks that shoot a slow at anybody who walks past them. But do be careful about where you place them because they can be shot and broken and aren't invisible like Killjoy's alarm bot. So they're sort of like Sage with their slow orbs because they can stop a push, but they're also combined with Killjoy's alarm bot. Just be careful because like I said, they can be shot and broken, so then you get no value out of them. The range on them is really nice. It makes them great at holding sights or watching flanks, whichever you need, and you get two of them. And what's really nice about them is that the area that they cover is so big. So like in some maps like Bind, you really only need one to cover both flanks, and then you can save the other one for the post plant. Okay, so I'll be honest, his trademark alarm bot ability isn't anything special, and there are better agents out there to slow down a push. So why is he a Sentinel? Well, while Cypher uses tripwires, Killjoy uses her bots, and Sage has her slow orbs, Chamber decides to use his gun to slow down the push instead. And what do I mean by that? Well, Chamber's rendezvous ability, better known as his teleport, allows him to stack whichever part of the site the enemy chooses to go towards, meaning that no matter what site the enemy team decides to hit, there's usually going to be an extra body there. Just look at the range to which this man can teleport. If the enemy's going A, they can run into an A stack. If they go into B, they can run into a B stack. It's just not going to be fun. Gone are the days of playing a Cypher or Killjoy and you have this really cool setup but the enemy team just doesn't go to your site. With Chamber, the enemy team is always going to be at your site. Well, I mean, like, I guess you're going to be at their site? I don't know how it works, but you know what I mean. You're always going to be shooting somebody. And no, you can't just teleport all over the place whenever you want. The beacons must be placed within a certain range of each other. Just look at the minimap and you'll be able to tell where, and you yourself must be in range of one in order to use the teleport. So not only is Chamber going to stack which site the enemy ends up hitting, he still has his trademarks and can watch certain areas of the map too, like I said before. Again, let's look at Split. He can watch literally everything. Put an alarm bot in vents, put one in heaven, and then he can focus on the sites himself with his teleport. Keep in mind though that you can only teleport every 20 seconds, so be sure not to spam it. And if you are late to teleport, please be careful because the enemy can see your teleport beacons and could try to bait you into using it. If you never played a Sentinel before, I can already tell that Chamber is going to be a lot of people's favorites, because you basically are just shooting people. Also, something that's pretty cool is that his teleport allows him to get up to higher places similar to Razor Roman, and I think he's the first Sentinel to do this. Oh, wait, never mind, but it's still pretty cool. So, Chamber looks pretty fun so far, right? Pretty handsome too, I'm not going to lie. Considering him to be your new main? Well, we at SkillCapped plan on doing a whole agent-specific course on him on our website. We also have courses for every other agent out there too. Not only that, but we also have Radiant Smurf commentaries where Radiant level players talking through their games and show you how to have the most impact possible with any agent. Or maybe if you wanted to learn how to run a default, learn a specific agent, or just how to get better, we can help you with that too. We also have a rank improvement guarantee, so if you don't see your rank improving, you'll get your money back. But there's literally so much value here, I find it hard that you won't improve. If you're looking for the fastest way to climb in Valorant, be sure to check out SkillCapped.com, link in the description below. Okay, so if you're one of those brain-dead monkey gorillas that likes to insta-lock Jet because her dash allows you to have 2 lives every round, then I have good news for you. Chamber can do that exact same thing. As Chamber, you can run it down, and whenever you get into any form of trouble, you can just get out with the snap of your fingers. This man can teleport away so fast, he makes Yoru look like just useless. I feel like this is what Yoru should have been. So while this is really good, this doesn't mean that he can replace Jet like a lot of people are saying. What people don't seem to understand is that Jet uses her dash to not only get out of sticky situations, but to instead make space for her team. And Chamber can't really do that. He can run around and take all the aim duels he wants, but unless he kills someone in those duels, he won't be able to create that space for his team. He can only teleport away. But what that does mean is that he can put enemies in uncomfortable situations or make them take duels that they wouldn't rather want to take. Next, let's talk about Chamber's headhunter ability, better known as his revolver. A pretty cool thing about his revolver is that it can one-shot headshot from literally any range, and is a little more accurate than a sheriff, allowing you to get off more shots before losing accuracy. I'll be honest, when I started using this ability, it seemed to me more like a guardian than a sheriff. And the pullout time it has is like mine, 0 to none. meaning if you damage somebody with a Phantom or a Spectre, you could whip it out and finish somebody off. Each bullet though costs 100 credits, and the cool thing about this ability is that besides Jet's knives, it heavily affects the economy of the game, meaning that if you load up your ability, your team has a lot higher chance of winning the round. Pistol rounds are going to be a bit easier as your ability basically hits like a truck. You literally have a Guardian while the other team usually has classics in armor or like a Ghost or something. And not to mention the sound it makes when you shoot it is really satisfying. Basically, if you have a Jet on your team and she pops her knives and you pop your ultimate, which I'll talk about in a second, and you have your revolver, it's not really as much as an eco round anymore, is it? Now last but definitely not least, let's talk about Chamber's ultimate ability. Chamber's ultimate basically gives him an operator that is more mobile, can literally quickscope, like look at this thing. And then when you kill somebody with it, a slower is basically generated around the dead target, and any push is basically stopped. So, if you thought Jet's op was annoying, well guess what? Chamber has one that's even more annoying. Hooray. Now it may be annoying, but the noise his ultimate makes when you shoot it is pretty satisfying. Honestly, everything about Chamber is kind of satisfying. From the way he looks, the way he talks, his voice lines, the guns, the way his guns shoot. I like this guy. Okay, so with Chamber and a Jet on your team, your economy should usually be pretty healthy, with constant guns being bought for everyone. Keep in mind, you basically have an 800 credit Guardian, and if you kill somebody, you could pick up their gun. Like, this man with 7 ult orbs is getting a 4700 credit weapon for free, with the option to quickly stop over to a Guardian in case he whiffs, or if somebody gets too close. And the reason why his ultimate is so good is because no one, even in high-ranking lobbies, knows how to counter an op properly. Just wait until Chamber starts getting played. Then you'll really start hearing about op crutches and how annoying they are. But who knows, maybe it's a good thing. Then people will start learning how to play around an operator. And if you for some reason have one brain cell and don't know how to op, we can help you with that. Or if you want to counter one, we can help you with that too. Regardless, Chamber's going to be really popular, so we definitely have a lot of stuff planned for him on the website. Also, by the way, kind of off topic, if you want a chance at having your VOD reviewed, be sure to subscribe on our website at SkillCapped.com. We also have tons of Radiant Smurf commentaries where we have Radiant level players walking through exactly how to have the most impact possible on every map, no matter who you're playing, and they're just really smart people, and you really want to know what's going through their head so you can emulate it in your games. As we mentioned before, it's also backed by a rank improvement guarantee, and the reason we do that is because we are just that confident that our service works. And if it doesn't work, you obviously shouldn't pay. So what are you waiting for? You've got nothing to lose. Head on over to SkillCapped.com and get started on your way to that rank that you deserve. So yeah, Chamber looks pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. He's always gonna be in the action, constantly teleporting, he's gonna save you a ton of money, and I think we'll finally get some insta-locking sentinels now. Now, I don't know if he'll take the place of Cypher and Killjoy, but only time will tell. And I, for one, am excited to see what kind of crazy clips the best of the best can pull off with him. He just looks super flashy. Also, I didn't talk about this much earlier, but it's kind of sad. It seems like Riot is just forgetting about Yoru, and I really hope with the next patch, or sometime soon, Yoru gets that rework that they were talking about. I feel like Chamber's instant teleport was what Yoru's was supposed to be, and I really hope they just don't give Yoru a copy of Chamber's, because that's just, I don't know, that's just not very creative. I don't know. Regardless, I hope it gets his rework soon, and I'm probably going to spend the 1,000 credits or whatever it is to unlock Chamber right away. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel down below. It really does help us out. And that's all for us. I'm Teets, and we here at SkillCapped want to thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.